Yo, what's going on everybody? TGame I'm back with a brand new historic rebuild. In today's video, I'm going to be rebuilding the 94-95 New York Knicks. So taking a look at this team, they got a decent roster, but after Patrick Ewing, one of the best draft picks in New York history, basically our roster is not that good. We got Starks and a couple other players like Oakley, but this team definitely needs a ton of work if we are going to be making the playoffs. And going to player contracts, Oakley and Starks are making a lot of money. So right here, I'm going to be sending Oakley as well as Starks to the Boston Celtics for Avery Bradley and Amir Johnson. In our next trade, we're going to be getting the Washington Wizards first round pick. You guys already know we did give up our first round pick because I think they really wanted our first round pick. So I could not get out of there without giving them our first round pick. So we had to get it done because the Washington pick, as you guys could always know, it is a lottery pick. We're going to be sending Amir Johnson as well as our first round pick back to the Boston Celtics for Evan Turner and Tyler Zell. Right here, we're going to be getting Markieff Morris and Jody Meeks. So taking a look at our team, our starting lineup is an okay starting lineup. Avery Bradley, Evan Turner, and Patrick Ewing. Our main focuses for season number 1 and are our best players. So the scoring up is going to go Ewing, I guess Avery Bradley, and then the third can go Markieff Morris. So I'm going to see you guys at the end of season number 1. We're hopefully can do good. Russell Westbrook wins MVP. Towns Rookie of the Year. Packford 6-man. DeAndre Jordan wins Stevens Player of the Year. Mike Conley Most Improved. And Billy Donovan wins Coach of the Year. So going to the standings right here. We did not make the playoffs as we barely just finished with not the worst record in the Eastern Conference, which is pretty good. But still, third worst in the Eastern Conference. We definitely need to help out our team. And Patrick Ewing, 19 points a game. Avery Bradley, 13. Markieff Morris and Evan Turner also had a pretty good regular season. So we're going to simulate the plus. Hopefully we get in here next year and maybe win 50 games. We only won 33 this year. Our team wasn't that good, and we should have kept our pick as Cleveland wins the championship and LeBron James wins finals MVP. So LeBron, it looks like he's not going to be in free agency, and hopefully we get a good lottery pick. So right here, going to the mock drafts, we do get the 4th pick, and the Wizards got the 8th pick. So it looks like we got a better pick out of them. So we are happy that we did trade. So with our selection, our 4th overall selection, we did get Brandon Ingram, a very young, talented player that is huge upside. And right here, we're going to get the pending option and give Patrick Ewing his contract that he definitely deserves. We're going to give him about $29 million a year. Evan Turner usually tests, so we're going to let him go in. And hopefully we can get him back because he was a huge help. And my boy Patrick Ewing does want to come back to the team, though, so that's huge. But we're going to give a contract. We're going to give Patrick Ewing some help, some scoring help. Literally our only scorer. And we're going to give one to Dirk Nowitzki. So Dirk Nowitzki, if he can come and join the team, that would be terrific. And he just brings that mentality of a scorer. So right here, if Dirk Nowitzki or DeMar DeRozan don't want to come to the team, we'll sign my boy Dwight Howard. But DeMar DeRozan and Dirk Nowitzki both do want to come to the New York Knicks. But we're going to sign my boy DeMar. So right here, we're going to be sending Davis Wills, Jody Meeks to the Nuggets for Harris and Jokic. So I think this is a really good trade, and we are in desperate need of a point guard. As you guys can see, I'm giving up all my first round picks just to get Darren Collison. Literally the only point guard I could get. But Darren Collison is now going to be leading the first group, and that is definitely what we needed. A star point guard. Not a star point guard. I don't want to call Collison a star point guard, but definitely is one of the best scoring point guards and can dish out the rock. So right here, Patrick Ewing is going to be our first. It's going to go DeMar DeRozan number 2 and Brandon Ingram number 3. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Russell Westbrook wins MVP. Ben Simmons wins Rookie of the Year over my boy Brandon Ingram, and Elfrid Payton wins Most Improved, and Billy Donovan wins Coach of the Year. So definitely a much better season this year as we did make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. Definitely thought we would, as DeMar DeRozan does lead us in points. Ewing right behind him, and Brandon Ingram. So the big three, you can call it, has had a heck of a season. In our first round matchup, we're going up against the Boston Celtics, definitely a young team. Taking a look at their team, they do have starts that we did trade them, Amir Johnson, and they signed Dwight Howard, and it looks like they got Joe Johnson. So definitely a lot of depth on that team, but I think our New York team can definitely beat them as we are going down and we get eliminated from the Boston Celtics. So I thought they had a great team, but I thought our team was a little bit better and would have got over the hump and beat that Boston Celtics team, but it looks like we didn't. In Golden State wins a championship over over the Orlando Magic, and Steph Curry wins Finals MVP, averaging 30 points. So right here in free agency, we want to bring back our star point guard, Darren Collison. I'm calling him a star because he is literally one of our best players on this team, and he does accept that offer. So we're excited to get into the next season. So right here, we're going to be sending Nurkic as well as 2 first-round picks and Smith to get Lou Williams and Jordan Clarkson. So 2 scores. And right here, we're going to be sending Avery Bradley and Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis is going to come to us as we give the Bulls Avery Bradley. So taking a look at our team, we definitely have a really good starting 5. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 3. Kevin Durant wins MVP award. Look at those crazy numbers. Hardy wins Rookie of the Year. Joakim Noah. Patrick Ewing wins Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 19 points a game. Brandon Jennings wins Most Improved. And it looks like Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. So we did not make the playoffs, even though Patrick Ewing in that whole good starting 5, we could not make the playoffs as Patrick Ewing, like I read out his numbers. 1 Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 19 points and 13 rebounds. Like, crazy numbers out of Patrick Ewing. Him and DeMar DeRozan should have led us to the playoffs, but it looks like we had a very bad season, dealt with a lot of injury, and this is literally one of the hardest rebuilds I had to do. Is OKC is going to win a championship over the Cleveland Cavaliers. So if you guys do want to see more rebuilding videos like this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.